Hamlin clears it ahead to Lee. Waynesburg on the run. They throw it away. Lee tried to feed Crawford as he came across the timeline. The ball was tipped away, so it will be Waynesburg's ball. Frank?
Yes, it was tipped that time. The steal made that time by Harold Hamlin.
Bounce pass down low. Hogue and a whistle as Hogue goes to the hole and he's fouled. Harold Theron Hogue got it in the high post, tried to make a move down the paint, and was fouled in the action.
Yeah, Charles Hawthorne picking up his first. What a player, 6'7", 200 pounds.
On the inbounds play, Stanley from the side, no good. Rebound Fosnot for Geneva. The big guy clears it out to Taylor. Into forecourt it comes to Brenneman. Down along the baseline, stolen away again by Hamlin. Clears it to Lee, back to Hamlin, and they throw it away. Again, Kevin Lee tried to clear it as he came across the timeline. This time it was not tipped away by anybody. It just went by Harold Hamlin and out of bounds. So Geneva gets new life. No score in the ball game as Geneva has possession for the second time tonight. Tony Taylor brings them into the forecourt, goes over along the left side to Gaddy, down low to Fosnot, shoots blocked from behind by Crawford, but rebound Hawthorne up and in. Hawthorne on the rebound, missed shot by Fosnot that was partially blocked by Crawford. Now Waynesburg into forecourt. Theron Hogue clears the timeline. In trouble, trapped there at midcourt, dumps it off to Lee. Lee down to the baseline, dumps it off to Crawford inside. Up he goes with a shot, no good, out of bounds. It'll be Geneva's ball. Last touch by Donnie Crawford. Just lost it on the way up.
Both games have started the same way, John, with the shaky ball handling by the Jackets, and it's taken a while, but I think they're going to get their wheels on here, and then things will turn around.
Geneva leads 2-0. There's a foul as they go down low to Fosnot at the low post, but as Fosnot made his move to the basket, he was fouled. Not in the act of shooting. The Yellow Jackets' first team foul.
First foul by Theron Hogue before the shot.
Geneva inbounds it to Brenneman, flips it cross court to Taylor, and the little point guard sets something up now. Goes deep into the corner on the right side to Fosnot. Back to the point to Taylor, around the horn, Brenneman. One-hander, Brenneman, no good. Rebound, Stanley, Waynesburg. Ahead to Lee in the middle. Waynesburg fast break to Hamlin on the wing. Hamlin to the hole, up and in. Harold Hamlin on the money end of the fast break. Nice assist from Kevin Lee. Now right back comes Geneva into forecourt quickly to Brenneman along the baseline. Back outside to Taylor. Around the horn to Gaston. Gaston back to Taylor. Bounce pass down low. Hawthorne. Turnaround jumper. In and out. Rebound Crawford for Waynesburg. Clears it to Lee. In backcourt. Lee bothered by Taylor, but gets by him with a big pass to Stanley in forecourt. Stanley to the foul line. Dumps it off baseline. Hamlin up. No good. Partially blocked. Rebound taken by Hawthorne. Hawthorne ahead to Brenneman. Brenneman into forecourt down the left side. Now to the point to Taylor. Right back to Brenneman all alone, but he's cut off by Crawford at the last minute. Cross court. Fosnot. 18-footer. Good. Fosnot from the side. That's his first bucket of the night, and it's a 4-2 basketball game. Hamlin takes the pass at midcourt, goes right to the baseline, drive, loses the ball on the way up, and hits the backboard. It flies out to Taylor. Taylor on the run, gives it to Brenneman. Down low, Hawthorne up from the side. Good. Charles Hawthorne, his second bucket of the night. He has 4 of the 6 Geneva points. It's a 6-2 basketball game. 17:44 left to play. Jackets throw it away again as Lee tried to hit Harold Hamlin with a bounce pass on the fast break, and it was just a little too far ahead of Hamlin for him to come up with it.
He tried the bounce pass, and the ball never came up. It stayed low, and Harold couldn't handle it. Out of bounds.
A frantic pace in the first 3 minutes of this ball game, though. It's been run and gun. Now, Geneva into the corner from the side. Hawthorne hit. Hawthorne with a 20-footer from deep in the corner. He has 6 already. And now we get a whistle on the inbounds play. We're going to get a backcourt foul called, and I believe it will be against Geneva. On the inbounds play, it was Tony Taylor picking up the foul, working against Kevin Lee.
His first foul. The ball will be inbounded by Theron Hogue on the side at three-quarter court.
That's the second team foul on the Tornadoes. Full court pressure now. Lee bothered in backcourt by Taylor. Gets by him as he crosses the timeline. Now they'll try to set something up. They go to Stanley. Stanley right down the lane. Dumps it off. Hogue stops, fakes, shoots. He's fouled on the way up. Shot did not go in, but Theron will go to the line to shoot 2. A nice move by Theron Hogue as he fakes 2 men up into the air. So Theron at the line now to shoot a pair. Be the first visit to the charity stripe either way in this ball game.
Paul Stanley had the open shot, but passed it up and passed off to Theron. Terry Gaddy picked up the foul. He's first.
Theron first on the way is good. So the sophomore from Washington, D.C. is on the board, and he can bring the Jackets back within 4 if he makes the next one. We've used just about 3 minutes of the ball game. Second one on the way. It, too, is good. So Hogue has 2 of the 4 points, and it's an 8-4 basketball game. Geneva on top. They have the ball. Brenneman into forecourt. Brenneman over on the right side goes to Taylor, who will bring it back out to the point. Now cross court to Brenneman. Over on the left. Right side again. Taylor deep into the corner to Gaston. Back outside Taylor. High post for Geneva to to Gaddy, who's just checked into the ball game, and we get a whistle as Gaddy tried to make his move to the hoop. Frank?
The offense was in the lane. 3 seconds. Called by Fred Lavero.
Jackets getting pressure as they inbound it from the side in backcourt. Lee breaks the pressure into forecourt with a pass to Hogue on the right side. Top of the key, Hamlin. Left side to Lee. Now foul line to Hogue. Turnaround jumper. No, off the heel. Rebound tapped up. Hamlin, no good. Rebound out of bounds. It'll be Geneva basketball.
Now, I think Harold was there.
Called.
Yeah, Harold was there with the back that time, trying to tap the ball back in play and called for the foul, his first.
That's the second team foul with the Yellow Jackets. So Geneva has 3. And they also have a 4-point lead and the ball. And here's Brenneman. High post to Fosnaught. Right back to Brenneman. Drives the baseline. Turns. Shoots. Up. No good. Stanley rebounds for Waynesburg. Clears it ahead to Hamlin, but it's knocked away out of bounds. It'll be Waynesburg's ball at midcourt.
They bypassed the trigger man, Kevin Lee.
Yeah.
And, the lob pass to Hamlin was
I don't think
too high and too lopey.
And that brought Rudy up off his feet. I don't think he liked that.
That's not the Waynesburg fast break.
Lee inbounds it into the corner to Crawford. Bounce pass right back to Lee, and the freshman starts to drive, but he's cut off. Trap dumps it to Crawford. Crawford takes the jumper. No! Rebound taken by Geneva. Pulled down by Gaddy. Gaddy clears it to Taylor. Taylor runs it into forecourt. Bounce pass Brenneman. Now down low, Hawthorne. Whistle. As Hawthorne gets the ball at the low post, he's fouled by a Yellow Jacket. And let's see who it is.
Sure, it's probably Theron Hogue. And if it is, it'll be his second. Yes, it is. Theron has picked his second up.
He got into foul trouble early in California on Monday night.
Quite a defensive player, but he's very aggressive and goes after it.
Another new man in the ball game for Geneva, Bob Natal, a junior, 6'1". And he has the ball now. Goes down low. Hawthorne's all alone. Puts it up, and he's fouled. The shot counts, and that's not Hawthorne. That's Gaston. The shot goes down, and he's fouled. He'll be at the line with a chance for a 3-point play. And maybe open up a 7-point lead if he makes this.
Don Crawford on a strong body foul. That's one foul that Tom Gaston will remember. And he's going to feel it tomorrow morning when he wakes up. A very strong body crunching foul in an attempt to block the shot. But the 3-point play could happen right here.
Well, he's at the line. It's on the way, and it's down. Gaston has 3 points on the night. It's an 11-4 basketball game. Geneva leads. And now we get another foul in backcourt. Away from the basketball. Working again on Kevin Lee. This time it's Bob Natal working over the freshman. And Natal calls for the personal foul.
His first and the team fourth.
Hamlin takes the inbounds pass, dumps it back to Lee. Lee over the timeline and over to the right side to Stanley. Stanley looks down low, now goes there to Hamlin underneath, up and in. Harold, the back door, all alone underneath, and Stanley found it with a bullet pass, and it's an 11-6 basketball game. Frank, I noticed with Geneva now on top, 11-6, the bags have come off over there in the student section off the head.
I think that's all pregame hype, John.
All right. Cross court to Natal. Bounce pass down low on the baseline. Tied up there is Gaston. Gaddy, and he dribbled it right along the baseline. Forced to do so by a tenacious Yellow Jacket zone defense collapsing around him. Jackets inbounded to Lee in backcourt. Trapped at midcourt. Finds Crawford open underneath. Crawford goes up for the layup, but is hit from behind. It's fouled, and Donnie Crawford will go to the line for 2.
Looks like the foul is going to be on Thomas Gaston. We'll see. And on the back, Don Crawford, nice move, had the position, and Gaston, as they say, climbed the old back. He went up on the step.
We've used 5 minutes of the first half, and already Geneva has 5 team fouls, so they're getting into a little bit of foul difficulty early here, and the Jackets will be going to the line with that 1-1 before too long if this pace continues. Crawford at the line, shooting 2, first on the way, good. Hits the front of the rim and then climbs through.
Don becoming very steady in playing. As a starter now, he's starting to really become a steady player for the Jackets.
And he steadily puts in both of those from the line, so it's back to a 3-point basketball game, 11-8. Geneva did have an 11-4 lead a little while ago. Pass underneath, knocked away. Good play by Harold Hamlin defensively. They tried to feed Hawthorne underneath on a sort of alley-oop play, and right there, knocked it away with Hamlin. Now Geneva inbounds it from the baseline. Ball tapped loose. It's up in the air. Taken down by Geneva. Down underneath. Shot up and good by Gaston. So Gaston has 5 points tonight. Waynesburg quickly into forecourt. Hamlin has it. Goes to Hogue at the point. Now over to Lee. He brings it out to the point guard position, and they'll set something up. Now he starts down the lane. Dumps it off last minute. Baseline Hogue. Ball stripped away out of bounds, but a foul called on the way, I believe. It'll be Waynesburg's ball out of bounds.
for Geneva.
The foul, I believe, is going to be on Tom Gaston. Yes, it is. It is his second. Oh, that's on Flowers.
Keith Flowers has just checked into the ball game. He's a senior, 6'5". As Mark Evans uses his bench just the same as his predecessor had. Lee Erickson used to send people in and out like crazy, and I guess Mark's going to do the same thing. Shot Hamlin, no good. Harold having a terrible time shooting the last couple of games. That was another air ball. Shot from the side, quickly from Geneva. Hawthorne hit. They get it right to Hawthorne on the baseline, and before anybody can get back, he's putting it up. Speedy basketball player. Kevin Lee almost walks with the ball as he comes into midcourt. Alley-oop's underneath. Hamlin puts it up and in. Harold Hamlin with an athletic move, Frank.
Very good move. A great pass, too, by Kevin Lee. Almost an alley-ooper. Okay.
Hard to keep up with the pace of this basketball game. You may not get too many words in edgewise tonight. Just when you start to say something, wham, something happens on the floor. Now here's Taylor into forecourt for Geneva. They go to Hawthorne in a high post, up and in. Nice move by Hawthorne. He has 10 tonight, and it's 17-10. Geneva back to a 7-point lead as Hamlin has it in midcourt. Goes to Hogue. Hogue starts down the lane, makes his move at the foul line, and puts it up. It's no good, but a whistle on the play. We're going to get a foul called. It'll be against Geneva.
And we might get another one if Hawthorne keeps up the lift. He's singing at Fred Lavero now, and Fred doesn't take too much. Hawthorne has to be settled down, and if I was the coach, Mark Evans, I would take the young man out. He was upset about that call. His second.
And it's the team seventh, so the 1-1 is now in. At the line, fouled in the act is Theron Hogue to shoot 2. 13:30 left to play first half. Hogue's first is in.
Theron's perfect from the line tonight, 3 for 3.
He'll have 4 points on the night if this next one goes down. And he'll bring the Jackets back within 5 points if he can make. It's on the way, and it's in and out. And rebound taken by Stanley, up and in. Stanley, and look what I found rebound. His 2 Geneva players had it, lost it. It went right into Stanley's hands, and he alertly put it in. So it's 17-13. Here's the Geneva on the run all the way. Down as Taylor dumps it off last minute. Natal puts it up. No good. Rebound Hawthorne. Up and in. Hawthorne doing it all tonight. That time scoring off the rebound. He has 12 of the 19 Geneva points, and they lead it 19-13.
He's an offensive machine, Hawthorne. He gets the ball anywhere around the hoop, and he is deadly.
Here's Lee from way outside from Waynesburg. Forced the shot. No good. Rebound taken by Flowers for Geneva. He clears it ahead to Taylor. Taylor into forecourt. Baseline. Up. Gaston. No good. Follow. Good by Geneva. And that's Keith Flowers on the rebound. His first bucket of the night. And Rudy Marisa wants a timeout. 12:38 left to play in the first half. The score, Geneva 21, Waynesburg 13. We'll be back at Athene Hall, Geneva College in Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, where the Jackets have fallen behind again early in the ball game. It's 21-13. Waynesburg has the ball inbounded to Hamlin. Hamlin to Lee in backcourt, and the freshman into forecourt with a pass to Hamlin now on the right side. Hamlin looks into the corner, can't get it there. That's to dump it back out to the point to Lee. Lee back to Hamlin left side. Harold down to Stanley and coming down the lane, and a foul called on the play. It'll be against Geneva once again.
Lawrence Brenneman holding Paul Stanley, who is the cutter, and working around a screen set by Don Crawford. And Brenneman, the only thing he could do is grab Paul, because Paul would have been clean for the layup, and he did, and the foul called. He's going to give him a 1-and-1.
So the 1-and-1 in early, 12:23 left in the half. Stanley at the line, puts the first one through. Stanley, the best foul shooter on the team by far. And the scoring leader right now, averaging a little better than 23 points a ball game. That's 31 on Monday.
According to what paper you read, John.
All right, okay. It was 30 or 31.
And it was 32 and 1.
Well, he has 4 tonight. We know that. 21-15. Hawthorne has the shot. Baseline. Puts it up and in. Wow. Oh, you just don't let that guy loose on the baseline like that, because he's deadly. 23-15. Here's Crawford down low to Hamlin. A drive, a shot. Good, and a foul call. The shot will count. Hamlin will be at the line with a chance for 3.
This may be a 3-pointer. Yes, it is. I think Flowers picked the foul up.
Coming out of the ball game is Keith Flowers. So, Frank, you may be right.
I'm calling it number 35, Keith Flowers.
Yep, there it is. So Flowers has how many now? 2.
And Harold's going up for a 3-point play.
And he misses it. Rebound taken by Hawthorne for Geneva. 23-17 as we move inside of 12 minutes left to play in the first half. Geneva owns the lead at the ball, and they go to Brenneman. Brenneman into the corner to Hawthorne. Right back to Brenneman, open but no shot. Back to Hawthorne. Fakes down low, goes back top of the key, Brenneman. Now cross court to Taylor. Taylor, top of the key, Brenneman. High post, Hawthorne takes the jumper. Hit. Oh. Hawthorne, I believe, is 100% from the floor so far. I don't remember him missing a shot. I have him for 12 points already.
I think in the warm-up he missed one.
All right. Here's Stanley almost turning it over for Waynesburg. Dumps it off down low. Hogue up. No good. Blocked by Taylor. And the rebound taken by Brenneman. Brenneman into forecourt. Now goes high post. Hawthorne. Turnaround jumper again, and it's no good. He missed one. Rebound taken by Taylor. Little guy puts it up. No good. Rebound is loose out of bounds. It will be Waynesburg or Geneva's ball, I believe. Well, let's see. Waynesburg. He's pointing. He looked like, couldn't tell which way he was pointing. It looked like he was pointing actually both ways.
He was. That was a great call. And also Chris Green is now in the game for the Jackets.
Right. Inbounding it backcourt to Lee. Kevin Lee over the timeline, moving on the right side. Now pulls up, goes to Stanley at the point. Paul, the senior, looking down the lane, starts to drive, dumps it off. Hamlin out of bounds. Hamlin was zigging. Stanley thought he was zagging. Tried to hit him into the corner, and the ball went right by him.
That's a great description. And, of course, that official signal 10 seconds ago, they went that away. One of those.
All right. Here's Brenneman into the corner to Fosnot. The big guy has it in the corner on the left side. Now high post to Hawthorne. Back out to Brenneman. He'll move over on the right. No, left side again. Hawthorne back to Brenneman. Right side into the corner. Taylor, little guy. Jump shot is no good. Rebound is taken by Fosnot, but he puts it on the strike.
Yeah, he
had a terrible time coming up with it. Finally had to go to his knees, and in doing so went out of bounds.
The Jackets right now not going to the boards, and Geneva having their own way, and along with their own way, the 8-point lead.
25-17, Geneva. We're down to 10:28 to go, first half. Here's Hamlin out to Crawford. Crawford cross court to Green. Chris Green down the lane, drives, puts it up, good. Oh, the freshman just took off. Lightning speed as he took off from near midcourt, drove it right down the lane and put it in. Here's the fast break, Geneva. Hawthorne again. Hawthorne, 14 points, 27-19. Quickly into forecourt, Stanley over the timeline for Waynesburg. High post, Green. Green with a fake, a drive, a shot, up and good! Chris Green, another athletic move, Frank.
What a great move that time.
That's, I think you call that a Peabody move, don't you?
Well,
that's his school. All right, now here's Tony Taylor, top of the key now for Geneva. Moves over on the left side, goes there to Gaddy. Gaddy shot up, good, foul call.
That was Hawthorne, John.
Was it Hawthorne?
Yes, it was, and a 3-point possibility.
Wow.
And the foul is on Kevin Lee, his first.
Hawthorne can miss tonight. He's missed just one field goal. He has 16 points, all of them from the floor. So he is 8 for 9 from the floor in the first half. And he's at the line, as Frank said, with a chance for a 3-point play. Getting ready to check back in for Geneva will be Thomas Gaston, the starter. He comes in. Tony Taylor is coming out, as is Terry Gaddy, in to replace Taylor at point guard. Let's see. Oh, we'll pick him up. I believe it's Natal when they come this way. Hawthorne makes the 3-point play. 17 tonight for him. 30-21. Geneva on top. 9:37 to go in the first half. Kevin Lee into forecourt, goes to Hamlin. Hamlin behind a back dribble. Dribbles to the baseline and turns it over. Harold palms the ball, and now the wheels beginning to wobble a little bit on the Jacket Basketball Express. All right, here's the towel over the timeline for Geneva. He's going to move it over on the right side. No, now it goes left to Brenneman. Brenneman into the corner to Fosnot. Back to Brenneman. Fakes into the high post, goes cross court. Now high post to Hawthorne. On the give and go, they break it up. They tried Hawthorne and Natal trying to work the give and go, but as the ball went towards Natal, broken up by Stanley, Geneva will inbound it from the baseline. And in doing so, they inbound it to Brenneman. Puts it to the floor, brings it out top of the key. Now cross court to Natal, high post Fosnot, back to Natal, over to Brenneman, fakes the shot, baseline to Gaddy, now down to Fosnot, broken up. Hamlin up with the ball, ahead to Stanley. Waynesburg fast break. Stanley double team, dumps, but he turns it off. Dumps it off to Hamlin, but he turns it over with the walk. He was double teamed and forced into that walk by two Geneva players on good defense.
Well, Paul tried that behind-the-back move. And, there was someone there where he makes his cut on the behind-the-back, and he had to travel in order to stop from having a collision.
So it's still 30-21, down to 8 minutes and 50 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside with it is Brenneman. Check that. That's the towel. The towel goes to Boston on high post cross court. Brenneman, no shot. Jackets in a 2-3 zone. Back out to Brenneman. They try to penetrate him. He cannot penetrate the zone here in the mid portion of the first half. Brenneman's open, doesn't take the shot. He'll put it to the floor. Now he dumps it off Hawthorne. 15-footer Hawthorne short. No good. Rebound Crawford. Tough rebound for Waynesburg. Ahead to Lee. Lee in the forecourt to Hamlin. Hamlin to Green. Green up. No good. No, and a foul called. Green clobbered as he goes up for the fast break, the layup. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Tom Gaston, 6'7", 205 pounds. Just said hello, Chris Green. And Chris, that was probably the hardest he's been fouled in a regulation game. Of course, we don't know about the practice sessions, but his bell was run good from the back.
So he's at the line to shoot 2. Chance to cut the lead to 7, and the first one's good. Chris Green looking very good in the early going for Waynesburg in this 84-85 season.
Excellent speed, does not turn the ball. It has real good talent.
Out of Washington, D.C., he makes a both. He has 6 points. And the Jackets now giving some full court pressure to Geneva as they inbound it with 8:10 to go. They break the pressure with a pass into forecourt. They go to Hawthorne on the baseline. All alone underneath. Brenneman shot up, partially blocked, follow good. Brenneman's shot was partially blocked, but Tom Gaston was there to follow with the 2-pointer, and it's 32-23. And again, Rudy Marisa wants a timeout. 7:55 left to play in the first half. Geneva 32, Waynesburg 23. Geneva on top 32-23. Frank, your assessment up to this point?
Right now, there's only one word you can say. It's the Charles Hawthorne show. And lock, stock, and barrel. Charles, I believe, has 10 out of 11 from the floor and 1 free throw. That sounds like 21 points, John.
Sure does. It adds up in my book that way.
And that's a lot with 7:55 to go in the first half. The most that I've ever seen a single player score against the Jackets besides a guy named Wade up in Bradford one day, who just was phenomenal.
He ended the night with 48. Here's Lee for the side, Waynesburg. Kevin Lee hits the bomb from deep in the corner for Waynesburg, and that makes it 32-25. And here come the Golden Tornadoes the other way, and they go to Brenneman on the left side. Brenneman deep into the corner now to Flowers, who's back in. Now cross court to Natal. Natal baseline stolen away. Stolen by Green. The freshman into forecourt. Chris Green, the length of the floor up. No good. Rebound taken by Geneva, but a foul called on the rebound. Let's see, I believe it's going to be against the Jackets.
Yeah, we'll have to see who the rebound was on. It was under us. We were sitting in a balcony. It maybe Paul Stanley. 21, okay.
Chris Green. And that is team foul number 6.
His first. And John, since this is maybe, I wrote this on a piece of paper, stuck in my pocket, and I said, why would I even read this to you? A guy named Don Sheena, back in 1959, February, right here at Metheny, scored 53 points against Waynesburg.
Whoa. Here's a shot up good. Guess who? Hawthorne. 23 points tonight so far for Charles Hawthorne for Geneva. 34-25. 6:52 left first half. Kevin Lee, forecourt for Waynesburg. Goes to the foul line to Crawford. Crawford to Hamlin. Down the lane. Puts it up. No good. Off the heel. Rebound. Green up. No good. Follow good. I believe it's Stanley.
Could be. But I'll give it to him.
The book gives it to Stanley, so we'll go with that. Paul Stanley with, I believe, that's 6 points tonight for him. 34-27. Geneva. Here's a shot from the side. Good.
Who else?
By
not this time.
number 32,
Tom Gaston.
Tom Gaston. That's 9 points for him this evening.
He's having a nice evening.
36-27. Stanley drives the baseline, dumps it off. Crawford. Donnie puts it up one-handed. No good. Rebound. Stanley up. No good. Short. Rebound taken by Hawthorne for Geneva. He's there to rip it right off the rim.
He leads his club in rebounds and scoring. What else can you say?
Pass into the middle by Taylor, deflected right back to him. Taylor now goes to the baseline. Hawthorne from the side, short. Rebound loose, out of bounds. Waynesburg's ball.
Yes.
Crawford had a hand on it, as did Brenneman, as did Flowers. And finally, Flowers touched it land. Looks like a hot potato there. For
Don Crawford, while he was coming down, the ball came at him, but he couldn't get it, and he tipped it, and it's off Flowers, out of bounds. So good move by Don Crawford. Heads-up play.
He comes out of the ball game now. Theron Hogan to replace him. So it's Hamlin, Lee, Stanley, Hogue, and Chris Green for Waynesburg right now. Here's Lee into forecourt. Passes to Hamlin, deflected out of bounds. There to knock it away is Gaston. Knocks it right into the lap of his coach in the Geneva bench. And Waynesburg will inbound it from that point. Lee, guy. Here's Geneva. Taylor quickly into forecourt to Brenneman in the corner on the left side. Back out to Taylor around the horn to Gaston. Gaston back to Taylor and a whistle away for the ball. Foul in the lane or 3 points to Lee. Kevin Lee bothered a little bit in backcourt by Taylor. Passes forecourt to Hamlin. Hamlin back out to Lee at the point. Fakes over on the right side, goes left to Hamlin. Hamlin look into the corner, nothing there. Puts it to the floor, goes to the foul line, brings it over on the right, goes to Lee. Lee starts to drive, puts it up, blocked, rejected. Stanley up with it, fires for the corner, good! The shot was rejected into the corner. Stanley came up with a loose ball and fired it in from 20 feet. It is 36-31. Geneva on top, 4:50 left to play in the first half. Feelings. All right, here's a fake shot and a whistle. Traveling going to be called, I believe, or is it going to be a foul? That's a turnover. Stanley goes high post to Green. Green thinks about a jumper. No, and now goes into the corner to Hamlin along the baseline. Tries to drive, can't get in. Takes a long one-hander. Good. Harold Hamlin hits from outside, and he has 8 tonight. That is 36-33. The Jackets have battled back within 3 points after trailing by 9. 4:20 left to play in the first half. Here's Geneva in the forecourt. Taylor moves on the right, goes high post to Fosnot. Double team, gets it back to Brenneman at the point. Brenneman puts it to the floor, moves over on the left side, moves to the baseline, pulls up, fires into the middle, stolen away by Hamlin. Harold Hamlin on the fast break, one-on-one, up and in. A nice move by Harold Hamlin on the one-on-one. He's into double figures with 10. The Jackets have come back within 1, and Geneva Crawford off the glass for his second two-pointer of the night. That is 38-37. 3:25 left to play in the first half. Jackets now again trail by just 1. Tony Taylor into forecourt for the Tornadoes. Taylor fakes into the corner, now goes there to Hawthorne. Hawthorne into the high post, ball knocked away. It'll be deflected by Waynesburg, trying to hit Gaston in the high post position. Again, somebody there to knock it away. So Geneva inbounds it for the baseline. There, and they go to Fosnot down low. He's double teamed, dumps it back outside, and a 3-second violating off Green. Baseline, Green! Chris Green hits from the baseline. Nice assist from the other freshman, Lee, and the Jackets take the lead, 39-38. 2:54 to go, and Geneva's turned it over on the travel as they tried the fast break, turning it over, and I believe that was Hawthorne.
And Fosnot huffing and puffing, and he's coming to sit down. That is definitely a big difference in this team. That man
along the baseline, Hawthorne tries the stuff and misses it, but a whistle on the play. Hawthorne going for the stuff, put it on the heel and missed it. But he will be going to the line. He was fouled on the play. Here's Stanley at midcourt for Waynesburg, clears the timeline, goes to Hamlin. Hamlin takes it underneath to Chris Green, makes a nice move, puts it up, no good, follow good by Harold Hamlin.
Great tip by Harold Hamlin, pursuit of the ball.
Hamlin with a dozen, and the Jackets back on top, this time by 2. Their biggest lead of the night thus far, 41-39. 2:20 left to play in the first half. Here's Brenneman, top of the key, almost stolen away. Now it is stolen away by Hamlin. Hamlin on the fast break, one-on-one as the ball knocked away from behind by Tony Taylor. The little guy, 5'8", snuck in behind 6'7", Harold Hamlin on the break and just knocked it away out of bounds. Good play.
That time Kevin Lee and Harold Hamlin had a chance at the ball. Harold Hamlin captured the ball and tried to drive it all the way himself. But Tony Taylor, wow, came from nowhere to bat it out of bounds from behind.
Harold's leaving the ball game momentarily, and coming into the ball game is Rick Pushkar. 23-95. Have a good day. Side, no good. Rebound taken by Geneva, cleared down by Flowers. Ahead it goes to Taylor. Taylor runs it into forecourt to the foul line, turns, moves on the left, now goes down low, shot up and good. All alone was Gaddy underneath. And Taylor hit him with just a pretty assist, and Gaddy put it in. And it's tied again, this time at 41. A minute and 50 to go in the half. Pushkar in midcourt, dumps it off the lead. The point guard sets it up, going over on the right side. Pushkar looks down low. Nothing there. Now puts it to the floor. Pulls up, fakes the jumper, dumps it back out to Stanley. Stanley to the baseline. Pulls up, he's tied up. Double team. Has to go outside with a bounce pass to Crawford. Crawford cross court to Lee. Lee into the corner. Stanley from the side. Stanley hits from deep in the corner. And Paul Stanley's into double figures with 10. The Jackets back on top.
Beautiful jump shot by Paul Stanley. Perfect form.
43-41. A minute 10 left. Minute 15 will say left to play in the first half. Here's Geneva, forecourt. Taylor bounce pass Brenneman. Brenneman fakes into the lane. Now goes to Flowers. The ball knocked away, and Green up with it. Now another loose ball as Green saved it from going out of bounds. diving for the loose ball. We have 2 Yellow Jackets, 2 Geneva players on the floor. Whistle, we're going to get a held ball called, I'm sure, as Brenneman's a little slow getting up from that pile. And it's Waynesburg's turn to inbound it, so they got the ball.
A little mop-up duty, and there might be, the ball is going to be awarded to Waynesburg, I believe.
That was a held ball call, first one of the night. And the Jackets, of course, being the visiting team, gets the first one, I believe. Is that the way it works, Frank? No, the team that takes the opening tap, the opposite team gets it. Yeah, so Geneva took the opening tap. Okay.
That's how it works.
So Waynesburg inbounds it. We move inside of 1 minute to play. Jackets on top by 2, 43-41. Here's Chris Green in the corner, back to Lee. Cross-court push car into the corner to Stanley. Stanley, nice move, shot up, air ball, no good. Follow good, Hamlin. Or was it Green?
I think it was Green.
Well, Hamlin's out of the game. Green.
Sure is. Push car's in for Hamlin.
Green into double figures with 10. The Jackets now lead it 45-41 with 30 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Geneva. Will they play for the last shot? Brenneman goes to Taylor. Taylor into the corner and goes to Gaddy. Gaddy back outside to Taylor as we move inside. 20 seconds to play in the half. Geneva had a 9-point lead in the first half, halfway through, and blew it. Jackets on top now, 45-41. Here's Brenneman now as the clock moves inside of 10. They go to Taylor down along the baseline to Gaddy. Bounce pass back outside. Taylor, 4 seconds to go. Hit. Tony Taylor hits with 4 seconds to go. And that's the end of the first half. The score, Waynesburg 45, Geneva 43. In the second half in place of Theron Hogue. All right, here's Geneva on the inbounds following the out-of-bounds play by Green, and they go to Taylor. Taylor down low, can't get a shot, has to go back out to the point to Brenneman. Brenneman back over on the left side to Taylor. Fakes into the corner, now goes into the corner to Hawthorne, back out around the horn to Taylor. Now, high post, Gaston, ball loose underneath, knocked out of bounds. It'll be Geneva ball. Last touch, I believe, by Chris Green. Got a hand on it. So that'll break up the play, and Geneva will inbound it from beneath their own basket. They go to Fosnut, now deep into the corner to Taylor. Taylor with a fake, but double team goes to Brenneman. Down low, Fosnut puts it to the floor. No shot. Bothered by Crawford. Has to come back outside. Hawthorne takes it to the top of the key. Dumps it off to Taylor. Taylor with the ball on the hip now puts it into moves on the right side to Brenneman. Back to Taylor, back to Brenneman. Down low, baseline. Hawthorne shot up and no good. I believe it was blocked from behind, and a foul called on the rebound. It'll be on Paul Stanley away.
That'll be Paul's second foul. And, of course, the team first in the second half. 1 minute almost gone in the second half. No one has scored. 51 seconds.
And whacked in the act, Fosnot will be at the line to shoot 2. The big guy has Jackets quickly into forecourt. Now Lee has the ball knocked away, and it goes out of bounds. Almost a magnificent steal by Hawthorne as he tried to save it after knocking the ball away from Lee at midcourt. Ended up in the bleachers. But Jackets end up with the ball at midcourt, and Lee goes into forecourt to Stanley. Stanley now to the point position, dumps it off to Lee. Lee moving on the left side. Goes into the corner to Hamlin. Hamlin trying down the baseline. Can't get there. Goes down low to Green. Green double teamed over there, puts it to the floor, now trapped, and dumps it back out to Hamlin. Hamlin in trouble, dumps it back to Green. Green along the baseline, up, no good. He walked with the ball anyway.
Look at that, Steph, and the Geneva Tornadoes have taken a strategic change and have gone man-to-man on the Jackets.
And they go into forecourt to Taylor. Taylor now moves it to the right side. And Hawthorne is open, and the right doesn't go to him, though. High post to Gaddy, down low. Fosnod, the big guy, up, no good. He blew it. Rebound, loose underneath. Up with it is Geneva. Up, no good. Follow, no good. Follow, no good. Follow, no good. Rebound, Waynesburg. Harold Hamlin pulls it off the glass. Ahead to Lee. And in backcourt, Lee walks for the ball. Kevin Lee on the turnover, following a flurry of activity underneath the Geneva basket.
That's the 4th turnover for Kevin in the ball game. He had 3 in the first half.
So Geneva now will inbound it beneath their own basket with the score tied at 45. They inbound it to Brenneman. He'll put it to the floor, bring it back outside. They go to Fosnot in the corner, ball loose. Geneva up with it, back out to Brenneman. Brenneman to Taylor. Taylor fakes the jumper, goes into the corner, hot throw from the side, in and out. Tap up, no good. Rebound out of bounds, but a foul call. Donnie Crawford called for over the back on the rebound. Second team foul on the Jackets in the half.
That'll be Donnie Crawford's second foul, I believe. It is, and the team's second. So we go into the second half, starting with the fouling taking place against the Jackets.
Taylor inbounds it for Geneva, goes to Gaston, Gaston to Hawthorne. Hawthorne deep into the corner to Taylor, who's all alone, takes the jumper, misses. Rebound out of bounds. Let's see, it'll be Waynesburg's ball, I believe. Yes, the Jackets will have the ball as it was last touched by a Golden Tornado. And now
They're trying to substitute.
All right.
We'll see what happens.
All right. Guys were coming into the game. The buzzers hadn't sounded, and I guess that's Berg. And Pushkar's coming in to replace him. And they go to Lee.
Brian Allman's in the game. Also.
All right. Freshman from Philadelphia. They go to Pushkar in backcourt. Pushkar over the timeline now and moves to the point. Pushkar takes it to the baseline. Stops. Pops for the side. No. Follow. Green. No. Tap up. No. Rebound taken by Geneva. Foul called. And Fosnot beginning to mix it up now underneath a little bit. Tempers flare as Fosnot looked like he was going after Pushkar. That would have been a mismatch.
Well, the Pushkar didn't back up at all. The officials stepped in and no blows were thrown, but some evil eyes thrown at each other. There was a collision called on Pushkar.
And Fosnot's coming out of the ball game.
That young man is a case of the overweight, John, and he's huffing and puffing. Can't take it right now. He's sitting down.
Flowers in to replace him. They go into forecourt to Hawthorne. Back out to Tony Taylor. And the little point guard will put it in motion on the left side. They go to Brenneman into the corner. It goes to Flowers. Flowers back to Brenneman. Cross court to Taylor. Taylor thinks about a 22-footer. Instead puts it to the floor. Moves to the baseline. Now brings it back outside. Looks into the paint. Nope, nothing there. Now goes down low to Hawthorne. Turnaround jumper. No. Air ball. Rebound Pushkar. Waynesburg. Ahead to Kevin Lee into forecourt. To Allman. Brian Allman. Drive. Shoots. No good, but he's fouled on the play. A foul is called. Let's see. Is it block or charge?
It's a block on the foul.
And Brian Allman is down. He took a pretty good shot going up for that layup on the fast break, and he's down and in quite a bit of pain underneath the Waynesburg basket.
Flowers committed his third foul, John. There'll be a delay. Rudy Marisa going over to attend Brian Allman. He's laying
2-2, replacing Allman, who's left the game with the injury, and Stanley misses the first. Stanley second on the way, and it's down. So Paul tonight has 11 points in the game, and it's a 46-45 Waynesburg lead as Geneva brings it into forecourt. We're inside 17 minutes left to play in the ball game. Here's Taylor faking down low, now going into the corner to Gaddy. Gaddy back out to Taylor, around the horn to Brenneman. Brenneman fakes into the high post, goes back to the point to Taylor. Again, a fake into the paint, cross court to Flowers, now to Brenneman. Brenneman down low, turnaround jumper, Geneva is good. It hit the rim, bounced high, and then went through. And that's Gaston on the play. He has 13. And it's Geneva with a 1-point lead now, 47-46. 16:33 left to play in the game. Hamlin with the ball for Waynesburg. Goes the lead, top of the key. Back to Hamlin. Tries to drive. Now does drive. Shoots and good.
Wow, what a move, Harold Hamlin. Put it up with the left hand from the right side.
And the Jackets back on top by one. Geneva quickly into forecourt. Down along the baseline to Brenneman. Comes back outside with it. One-hander Flowers way outside. Flowers hits from about 20 feet. That's his first bucket of the night. And it's Geneva on top by one. 49-48. As we get set to move inside of 16 minutes left to play in the ball game. Here's Lee into forecourt, goes to Stanley. Stanley with a drive, pulls up, dumps it off baseline. Hamlin. Hamlin goes back outside the league, cross court. Stanley, who's open, takes the one-hander and hits. Paul Stanley loves this gym. He hits from way outside, and Stanley now with 13, Jackets 50, Geneva 49. The Tornadoes into forecourt. They go top of the key to Taylor, fakes into the lane, puts it to the floor, now goes over on the right side, Brenneman. He'll take the jumper, and it's no good. Follow up, good. And I believe that's Flowers on the follow. We'll give it to Flowers on the follow. Geneva on top, 51-50. Paul Stanley to the baseline, Waynesburg. Underneath, Crawford up, no good. Foul called, offensive foul called on Donnie Crawford. He took the pass from Paul Stanley, went to the hoop, and committed. The offensive goes to Brenneman. Brenneman moves over on the left side. Further on the left side to the baseline. Tied up there, dumps it back out to Fosnot. High post Hawthorne. Hawthorne with a move and a jumper. No, but a whistle on the play. Foul call.
Picking up the foul is Chris Green, his second personal foul, and Hawthorne going to the line. He's been silent.
He into forecourt with a push on Taylor as they move over the timeline. No call. They go to Hamlin on the right side. Hamlin back out top of the key. Stanley. Stanley to Green. Green baseline. Lee. Lee tied up there. Dumps it off. Green up and in. A nice assist by Lee and a bucket by Green. Green with 12. Jackets lead by one. 52-51. And now a whistle away for the ball. Frank,
Turnover. The throwaway by Geneva is costly, and it never touched inbound.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And, we're going to throw it inbound to Jackets under their own basket.
Leading by 1 with 14:35 left to play. They go to Lee from the side. Lee blocked. Fosnot up with a loose ball. Clears it to Taylor. Taylor on the run into forecourt. Taylor on the run still into the baseline. Knocked away from behind by Green, out of bounds. Chris Green just about picked his pocket.
He's really come alive. What a fresh breath of air for the Jackets. Chris Green is just sparkling.
All right. Geneva inbounds it to Brenneman. They trail by 1. They go to Taylor. Taylor to Hawthorne. Hawthorne from the side. No. Rebound tapped outside, but a whistle on the play. Foul going to be called. It'll be on a Yellow Jacket.
It could probably be on Chris, I'm sorry to say. But he was a little anxious on the rebound, went over her back to tap it out. His third.
A shot up and good. Theron Hogue, another nice move by him. 54-51 Waynesburg. Geneva into forecourt. Brenneman whips it underneath to Hawthorne. Turns and fires. No good foul. Blocked by Hamlin, but Hamlin got him, I think, on the way up with the arms. Right? He'll go to the line.
Harold's not foul-free, but he's just second up.
Jackets. Rebound Geneva. Fast break of their own. A drive up. Gaston. No good, but a foul called. It's either going to be block or charge. I believe we're going to get the block against Waynesburg.
Theron picking up the personal foul. And Theron again dancing in foul trouble. His third. Fourth. Sorry, you're right. Fourth.
So at the line now to shoot 2, fouled in the act, is Tom Gaston. And he can put Geneva ahead with both of these. First one on the way. It's good. 13:33 left to play in the ballgame. Jackets led at the half, 45-43. Second one, Gaston on the way. It's no good. Rebound Geneva. Taylor clears it. Shot up, partially blocked. Rebound Chris Green for Waynesburg. Ahead to Lee. Lee in the forecourt. Bounce past Hamlin. Shot Hamlin. No. Follow no good. Rebound taken by Fosnot for Geneva. Wham bam. Tied at 54. And Geneva into forecourt. They go to Brenneman. From the side, Brenneman shoots no good. Tap up no good. Rebound Hawthorne. He fires. It's no good. Foul called.
Look out.
On
Chris Green
Waynesburg.
on the arm of Charles Hawthorne. And Chris has now picked up his fourth.
That's what you call your basic freshman foul, and that'll happen when you have young men like him playing in their first season of collegiate basketball.
I wanted to call him Clark Terry. I almost did. For all those musicians, he is a trumpet player on the Tonight Show quite often.
Hawthorne makes the both on the line. 28 tonight for him, and Geneva now ahead by 2. 13-15 left to play. Lee quickly to forecourt for the Yellow Jackets. Hamlin on the right side. Hamlin back out to Lee. Lee looks on the left, goes to the right. Deep in the corner, Stanley. Bump deep in the corner. Stanley shoots no good. Rebound taken by Geneva. They clear it ahead to Hawthorne. Hawthorne to Taylor. Back to Hawthorne. Up and in. Oh, they worked that play beautifully. Hawthorne on the money end. 30 points and a foul in the play. Hawthorne will be at the line with a chance for a 3-point play.
Maybe a three-pointer, and they're starting to break the game.
Brenneman down the lane. Dumps it off. Last minute. Gaston makes a fake. Shoots. No. Walks with the ball.
Yeah, Gaston tried to go up and make a fake, but he actually left his pivot foot, came off the floor, and coming back down, called for the traveling.
So we're down to 12:30 to go, and the Jackets still trailing by 4. Have the ball. They go to Stanley. Stanley along the baseline to Green. Back to Stanley on the give and go, and he's forced out of bounds, but if we're going to get a foul called, as he went by Fosnot fouled him.
His first.
In and out again. Rebound taken by Hawthorne. Hawthorne to Brenneman. Brenneman into forecourt for Geneva. The Jackets last 2 times down the floor put the ball in and out. Just won't drop. Otherwise, we'd have a tie game. Still trail by 4. Less than 12 minutes, 5 seconds left to play. Fosnot down low. Shot blocked up. No good. Tap up good by Gaston. Gaston on the follow, following the missed shot by Fosnot and the missed follow by Fosnot. So now it's 60-54. Biggest lead of the second half. Here's Harold Hamlin dumping it off to Stanley. Stanley with a move and a shot off the glass. Good. Nice senior move by Paul Stanley, who has 15 tonight. And the Jackets are back within 4. 11 and a half minutes left to play in the ball game. Tony Taylor checks the clock as he moves into forecourt and goes to Brenneman on the left side. Back on the right to Taylor. Taylor stops his dribble. Now pumps and fakes up. No good. Everything but the shot. Rebounds out to Gaston for Geneva. He'll dump it back to Brenneman, and they'll set up a play once again.
Now they're going. The stall's on, John, and they're going to just try to work the ball in the perimeter.
They work it to Taylor. Taylor will take the one-hander, blocked by Hamlin. Taylor gets it right back, drives it to the baseline, and a foul is going to be called as Taylor tried to drive it down the baseline. He had the shot blocked by Hamlin, but he blocked it right back to him.
Terry Clark committing his first personal of the game. The Jackets, they're into about 9 fouls in the second half.
Getting ready to check back in for Geneva, Bob Natal.
Number 11, Bob Natal.
And he'll be coming in, I guess, for Taylor.
Right, Tony
After
Taylor.
Tony Taylor's finished his foul shooting.
5'10", 150-pound sophomore.
At the line, shooting 1-1, makes the first.
And that counts 1 point if you're 5'10" or 6'11".
That's right.
Putting that in.
Clark to Lee in backcourt, stolen away by Taylor. Taylor is fouled by Lee after the steal. Tony Taylor just picked his pocket. Kevin Lee tried to get back, get the ball, fouled Tony Taylor, and he'll go back to the line. And Natal still can't check into the ball game as Taylor will be there shooting 1-1.
That's the third foul on Kevin Lee.
Lee also one of the Yellow Jackets to foul out in that loss in California on Monday night. So here's Taylor with the 1-1. He clears it. He gets it in forecourt to Stanley. Stanley with a move down the lane, dumps it up. Hamlin on the stop. A nice move by Harold Hamlin following a good feed by Stanley. And Harold now with 16 points, and it's 61-58. Jackets back within 3. 10:45 to go. Steal Stanley at midcourt. Stanley one-on-one, stuffs it. Paul Stanley on the stuff after the steal at midcourt. And the Jackets are back within 1. And now Geneva head coach Mark Evans says to Crawford, and Crawford fouled on the play. Big play. That's the 4th team foul on Geneva in the second half.
Natal has picked up his second personal foul. A lot of hustle by Harold Hamlin there on the baseline, trying to throw the ball off Natal. It went off of Crawford, grabbed it, Natal fouled him.
So here's Waynesburg into forecourt. They go to Hamlin on the left side. Now over on the right to Stanley from way outside. Stanley's no good. Follow Green. Green on the missed shot by Stanley picks up 14 points on the night. And the Jackets are back in the lead, 62-61. A steal Lee at midcourt and a foul call on Geneva. Kevin Lee stole it. The foul called on Geneva after the steal.
What a great game by Chris Green. That's who stole the ball there.
Oh, was it? I saw
yeah.
Lee up with it.
That's who stole the ball, and then Kevin Lee got it after the steal. He batted it away, and Bob Natal, good for stopping things because he commits a foul and stops any kind of action. The Jackets really coming back, now have the lead 62-61 with 9:30 in the game.
That's the 15th foul on Geneva. And here's Lee checking the coach, Rudy Marisa, getting some instructions. Now moves over on the right side to Hamlin. It goes back to Lee, right back to Hamlin. Into the corner it goes to Green. Back to Hamlin, give and go. Baseline, up, good. Harold Hamlin, 18 points, and the Jackets have a 64-61 lead. Here's Geneva, Brenneman, and Natal working the guard spots now. They go down low to Gaston. Gaston can't get a shot, goes back to Brenneman. Fakes to Gaston, goes cross court to Natal. Natal tied up over there by Stanley, dumps it into Hawthorne. Stripped of the ball as he's on the way up, and it's loose out of bounds. Diving for it is Stanley, but he can't quite save it. A nice hustle effort by Paul Stanley as he stripped Hawthorne of the ball on the way up. And the ball finally went out of bounds. It will be Geneva ball.
Batting the ball away was Chris Green.
Was it?
Again.
Okay.
Yes, it was, and Paul Stanley. Chris Green is so quick. Oh, he is great to watch.
Here's Hawthorne down low, ball loose. Gaston up with it. Now Gaston loses it out of bounds. It'll be Waynesburg's ball. The Jackets all around the basketball, batting it away, knocking it away. And now Waynesburg into forecourt. Paul Stanley over the timeline. Jackets lead by 3. 8:34 to go. They trailed by 6 earlier in the second half. Now, here's Lee. Stops his dribble at the point, goes cross court to Stanley. Stanley down the right side, dumps it off to Green. Green back to Hamlin at the point. Hamlin goes cross court to Crawford, and the Jackets are into their weave offense with 8:18 to go, leading by 3 points. Green has it now, over to Stanley. Stanley back to Green. Green does not take it down the lane, instead goes back over to Hamlin. Hamlin cross court with the dribble, dumps it off to Lee. Lee, ball knocked away from behind. Up with his Hawthorne. Hawthorne over underneath the Taylor. Taylor drives and shoots, no good, but we get a whistle on the play and a foul is going to be called.
Well, if you saw it, I saw it.
Chris Green call for the foul. He's gone.
Yeah, Chris.
Tremendous impact on this ball game, and he will be sorely missed.
Well, Darren Ellis has some shoes to fill now for the next 7 minutes and 59 seconds.
We'll find out what this young man is made of. Also a freshman, Darren Ellis, comes to Waynesburg with some pretty good credentials out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. At the line is Taylor shooting 2, and he makes the first.
I have Mr.